Welcome to another episode of Shop With Me, where you and I, we get together and we do a little bit of online makeup shopping, and then when the products arrive, I will try them on and let you know how they perform, if they're as good as we hoped. So for this video, I wanted to add a little dash of something extra, a little bit of a challenge. I specifically purchased products from brands that I have never tried before, but that I'm really eager to try. So we've got a bit of Beckham Beauty, Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez, Byredo Beauty, and more. As always, I track all of my wish lists in Karma. I will leave that link in the description. Karma is an app and a Google Chrome extension that allows you to be notified of price drops and coupon codes, allows you to organize all of your wish lists. Big thank you to Karma for sponsoring a portion of this video. So the way that I like to use Karma, you know, I am prone to a bit of an impulse purchase online. So every time I feel that impulse come up, I say to myself, hey, let's add it to the Karma wish list. And then if it goes on sale, or if in a month you still want it, then we can chat. It saved me a lot of time and money, and I think being more mindful of what you're purchasing and having a wish list and keeping accountable helps me to be a more mindful consumer. Karma is completely free. You just download the Google Chrome extension and then head over to your favorite online stores and click that blue little Karma button to save an item to your wish list. You can opt to be notified when that product goes on sales, or if it comes back in stock, or if a new coupon code arises. So here is my current beauty wish list. A little bit of spoiler here. I'm actually considering breaking this down into all the various categories like complexion, lips, eyes. Karma allows you to organize in many wish lists. There is also a cashback feature, so when you shop from select retail partners, Karma will give cashback to you and to a good cause. If you're someone who furiously Googles coupon codes, me, Karma actually searches the web for coupon codes and applies them automatically at checkout so that you're sure you have the best price. That coupon feature is exclusive to desktop, so make sure that you download the Google Chrome extension. It will be the first link in my description box. It's free, enjoy. Now the time has come, let's go shopping. Darlings, let us online shop. Selfishly love this series. I want to purchase some complexion products. I have been tossing between the Surat Dewdrop Foundation and the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. Technically have tried Surat before, so let us go with the Rare Beauty. Sephora actually has some pretty awesome swatches. I feel like all brands should do swatches like this now. It's just like the only way that you can pick out of that many shades. I think 230N is where I'm at right now. I've got a little bit of color because it's been locked down and we've got to work out outside. And this one also, 230N, appears to have a bit of an olive undertone. Add that to bag. And then for the concealer, taking a look at the swatches, and I think 220C will be a good under eye shade because it's got a little bit more of that pinky peachy hue, which will help to cut some of those blue dark circles. So let us also add that to bag and ka-ching, check out. So for the eyes, I would like to purchase some Victoria Beckham. I have not tried this brand at all, and I've heard amazing things. So the lid Lustre in Mink caught my eye immediately. This looks to be like almost a smoky, taupey, kind of mauvey shade. I googled the swatches and it looks divine, and you guys know I love a bit of a sparkly top coat. So I'm gonna go with Mink. I almost got a champagne, but I was like, Karima, do we need another champagne eyeshadow topper? I don't think so. And then also from Victoria Beckham Beauty, I would like to get one of the eyeshadow shades, and I'm tossing between two shades. I'm thinking either the Signature Eye Brick or the Tweed Eye Brick. Here's the thing, I actually prefer the color combo in the Signature Eye Brick, but it has a really large portion of a pale fleshy shade, and I just don't think I'm gonna get that much use out of it. So I think for today, I will go with the warmer, kind of richer, smoky eye brick in Tweed. Add to bag. And then also actually while I'm here on Net-a-Porter, I know that Net-a-Porter also stocks Kjaer Weis, but I would like to get one of the Kjaer Weis cream blushes. I've got here the shade Precious, which looks to be a bit of a peachy, pinky, neutral tone that I think I'll get a lot of wear out of. So I'm gonna add that to bag. And then additionally, you have to purchase the compact separately. I mean, I could put it in an eyeshadow palette. Really, I kind of like to have my blushes in standalone compacts where possible. So I'm going to also add that to bag. Check out. Now let's talk about Byredo. Look, when I saw Byredo release some of their new makeup bits, I was just completely mesmerized by the beautiful sculptural kind of elements in their makeup. They look divine. So I'm thinking I will get a lipstick, and I spent like 4 hours Googling these swatches, and I've finally landed on Earth Dust. It's a nude. I know, perhaps a boring selection, but it seems like the most beautiful, taupey, slightly desaturated nude. And I really think that I would get a lot of wear out of this color, so add to bag. And then also the Byredo mascara. 67 bucks on a mascara. But the reviews are really good. This mascara is fantastic. I love the wand, coats my lashes. The brush is the best ever. Can I justify $67 on a mascara? Yes, add to bag. I'm excited. Proceed to checkout. The packages have arrived. I have been stalking these packages since I hit checkout, and I'm super excited. So let's start first with our Sephora Australia order. I have here the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation and the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. These are just new to Sephora Australia, and I've not tried anything from Rare Beauty yet, but I've heard such great things. So the first thing I like to do when I purchase a foundation is just play with it a little bit on the back of my hands, just to kind of understand the formula and how it's going to operate. Okay, so this shade 230N is probably going to be a little bit deep and warm for me, but it does actually have a really good kind of warm olive undertone for my olive people out there. And I'm also noticing that this foundation is very thin and it sets quite quickly. It's a little bit more of like a matte formula. So knowing this, I'm going to prep my skin with the Dermalogica Skin Hydrating Mask. I'm just going to add a little bit of that to my face prior. This Dermalogica mask gives the skin a little bit of slip. So if I'm working with a foundation that sets pretty quickly and I want to give it a little bit more malleability, I will prep with something like this. Alrighty, here goes. I'm going to start small, so I don't know how much coverage this is going to give me. Ooh, maybe that color's good. Well, that's looking delightful, if not a slightly too warm in shade, but the formula, I saw in some reviews that some people said that this formula had the tendency to catch on dry patches, and that concerned me a little bit because I'm on Accutane right now and my skin is a little bit on the drier side, but honestly, this is looking really beautiful. Coverage, I would say, is medium plus. I think you could get to a fuller coverage with this foundation if you built a few little light layers. Hopefully you guys can see really close up how beautiful this foundation is. It doesn't seem to be collecting anywhere, and the finish, I would say, is satin but leaning on the matte side. I think that priming with that Dermalogica Skin Hydrating Mask probably really helped to keep it looking really skin-like, and it really does. I can't see any foundation on the skin. Oh my gosh, wow, that's really exciting. Let's move on to the concealer. Same goes with the concealer. Let's quickly test it on the back of our hands, get a little bit of an understanding of it. I can see that this shade 220C has a really great peachy undertone, which is ideal for purpley blue dark circles, and this concealer formula, I can tell, doesn't set as fast, so it's got a little bit more emollients to it. Interestingly, I think that this concealer is not super full coverage. I was expecting, given that foundation, that this would be like serious business, but actually it's blending in really easy with my fingers. It feels like a little bit more of a lighter formula. All right, onto our Net-a-Porter order. So we've got here some Victoria Beckham, some Kjaer Weis. This is the Victoria Beckham Smoky Eye Brick. I have been wanting to try Victoria Beckham for so long. I missed out on the Estee Lauder Victoria Beckham collection, but I heard that it was delightful. So I was super excited when she brought out her own brand. I feel like Victoria Beckham, anything she puts her name onto is going to be something really exquisite and beautiful. These compacts, Ah, beautiful. Very warm, this Tweed eye brick. And to be honest, I'm kind of gravitating a little bit more towards cooler shades nowadays, or at least neutral tones. But I thought that this was so beautiful that it's definitely a warm eye lover's dream. Just gonna pop on a little bit of the Nars Pro Prime in the shade medium. I don't always prime my eyes nowadays. Honestly, my routine is simplified to the max, but I want to give these eyeshadows the very best chance and the very best review. So quickly priming, good primer, love that. Just takes down a little bit of veininess without kind of giving that concealer eyelid look. Let us first go in with this guy. These look to be like primarily matte. I'm not seeing any like super shimmery shades here, but I'm seeing a little bit of reflect running through some of these shades, and I wonder whether that helps with blendability. Oftentimes a little bit of shimmer through an eyeshadow, although it doesn't register as shimmery, it just helps with the formula. I'm gonna pop that through the socket. Oh, so pigmented. Next I'm gonna go in with this deep reddened shade. Oof, super rich. And luxe, I'm just gonna swirl that on the outer corner of the eye. These are amazing eyeshadows, wow. I don't even need to work, they just blend themselves. And oftentimes with eyeshadows, I'll find I'll get a little bit of choppiness through here. I think it's actually something to do with like the structure of my eye and my skin. So I always get a little bit choppy here, but not with these shadows. Should we do a little bit of red in the inner corner, you reckon? A little bit of shading there? Yeah, let's do it. Just to even it out. Maybe a little bit of a spotlight sort of placement. Let's keep building. Let's go in with this deep brown here. Again, just deepening that outer corner. I like to kind of take the brush and start from the outer corner and flick almost upwards towards the temple. And if you continue this motion as you're blending your eyeshadow, it will kind of gradually become a little bit of an elongated shape. I feel like this is the easiest way to elongate your eyeshadow. All right, I do actually want to use this little purple shade, but I might use that on the lower lash line. For now, let's go in with this baby. Super excited about this. The Victoria Beckham Lid Lustre in the shade Mink, which looks to be this like gorgeous, deep, cool toned taupey shade that has a bit of a mauve shift. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Get on my eye right now. Just gonna pop that all over the lid. I actually think that this formula has a little bit more emollients or binder than a lot of the other kind of foily eyeshadows that I have. It almost feels like a cream actually. More cream than powder. So once I've kind of pressed that all over the lid and there's a little bit less on my finger, I'm just gonna tap around the edges so that it blends a little better. Well, that was the easiest smoky eye I ever did. Let's go in with a little bit more of that red shade around the perimeters. I feel like that red just got a little bit muted by the Mink tone, and I want to reintroduce that back into the eye look. I think next I'm going to go in with this kind of deep eggplant aubergine shade on the lower lash line. I'm actually allergic to eggplants. It's just like a random allergy along with my banana allergy. A random allergy that I developed in adulthood. I used to go to this amazing Japanese restaurant and I would get nasu dengaku, which is, I'm sure I mispronounced that, but it's like half an eggplant and then they just slather all this miso sauce, and it's like my favorite thing. I would just go there and order my nasu dengaku and eat the entire thing, and I would just get so much belly ache that one day I was like, oh, I might have to actually investigate why this is making me so sick, and it's because I'm allergic to eggplant. Pissed. So strange though, because I ate all these things all my life and then just one day my body was like, nah, no more. Because the shades just appear to be really melting into one another without it becoming this kind of one big homogeneous haze. There's still this nuance between the shades so that they don't get muddy, so to speak. So this eye look is super cute. I love it. But for me, it just feels a little bit unfinished, perhaps that's the word. And I often feel this way actually about big eye looks. It just needs that little final finishing touch. And for me, that's a little bounce of light just above the iris. I think that It just gives the eye a little bit somewhere to travel between the different depths on the eye, and it makes the eye look a little bit more piercing. So I'm going to add a little bit of highlight there. This is the Hourglass Scattered Light in Aura. Love Scattered Light. I've got a whole video about all my favorite glossy top coats. I'll link that on the screen. So just focusing that highlight really on almost like at the lash line above the iris, and then taper up and outward just a little bit. And hopefully you can already see the difference there. It just gives a little bit more bounce and dimension and a little bit of flash when you blink. I also want to pop on just a little bit of an inner tear duct highlight. I always forget this step, but I feel like it makes such a difference when I remember, just to really open up and brighten the eyes. This is Makeup Geek Shimmer Shimmer. Throwback. All right, we're going to finish off the mascara in the eyes in a little bit, but first let's talk about, I'm going to learn how to pronounce that, one sec.
And I wanted to do a full face of Kjaer Weis today, and I'm choosing... Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a full face of Kjaer Weis makeup. This is...
Kjaer Weis. Cream blush in the shade Precious, which is quite a, like, it's got that kind of peachy 60s vibe. Kjaer Weis, one of the first actually clean beauty brands, organic, if that matters to you. So let's get in with a little bit of Precious and toss them on the cheek. Ooh. Ooh, that's quite a bit brighter than I anticipated. Ooh, I like it. Love this color. Absolutely love this color. I was actually concerned because some of the swatches online made it look quite pale, and I was concerned that it might actually not show up on me, but no, that's got great payoff. Blends like a dream. The formula to touch feels quite emollient, but not in a heavy or greasy way, actually. It feels very lightweight. It's actually not super glossy either. Absolutely love that formula, and I would consider buying a few more shades. Our final package comes from Mecca Cosmetica, love me some Mecca, and it's some products from the brand Byredo. So if you're not familiar with Byredo, they make the most chic fragrances. As a matter of fact, I actually have a Byredo fragrance that lives here on my filming table. This is Le Tulip. Tulips, fun fact, aren't very fragrant, so this is more of an imagination of what a tulip would be like. Oh my gosh, it's just like clean and fresh and green. This is a beautiful green floral for those of you who enjoy that kind of thing. Anyway, back to the makeup. When I heard that Byredo was coming out with makeup, I got so excited because I thought this is going to be a really interesting take, maybe something editorial, and I was so right. The Byredo brand is marked by a lot of interesting, vibrant colors, of which none that I actually purchased, but they do vibrant colors and really sculptural packaging. So let us dig in. Byredo Space Black Mascara, look at it. I mean, it looks a little bit phallic, but sculptural, absolutely. The wand is actually very small, quite a bit smaller than usual, and it's a plastic comb wand. They actually do a waterproof version, which I might go back and try next, but I wanted to give the regular mascara a try first. Really fabulous separation. It doesn't overload the lashes too quickly. Okay. So here is one coat on both the upper and the lower lashes versus a bare eye. Look, it's a beautiful mascara. Definitely more about, I think, the separation. I think it did a really beautiful job of separating, and I like this slightly clumpy lower lash that it's given me. I don't feel like it's very buildable. Like when I try to go in with a second coat, it's almost like my lashes are a little bit sticky, and it doesn't build, I think, as well as some other formulas, but I do love the way that it's making my lashes look. Oh, I mean, that does look good. That looks good, right? $67 good? I don't know, you tell me. Oh, mixed metals? Byredo, you spoil us. Oh, there were so many beautiful Byredo lipstick shades to choose from. I very almost went with like a hot orange, but truthfully, my lips, I'm on Accutane right now, so my lips are just in shocking condition all the time. Who knows, after my Accutane experience, I might do like a big lipstick bonanza where I have fun with lots of lipstick, but for now, I think the nudes are probably best for me. And Earth Dust seems like a really beautiful kind of deep, taupey, slightly desaturated nude. Let's give it a go. That's interesting. Is that the exact same color as my lips? I mean, it's the perfect nude for me. The texture is, this is one of their, I believe, their satin finish lipsticks, which is quite creamy. I'll probably get a ton of wear out of it. This would be beautiful on the cheek as well. How much did this cost me? Shall we do a quick fire? Worth it or nah? I actually had to take a quick duck outside for a few hours, so I have a little bit of insight as to how these products are wearing as well. So let's start with the foundation. Definitely more of a thinner, drier formula, but actually I didn't find that this emphasized any of my dry patches, and I like this enough. It feels so skin-like and beautiful to me. I like this enough that I think I might go back and get a lighter, slightly less warm shade. The Rare Beauty concealer, I liked. This concealer is just not that memorable to me right now, but I'm going to continue experimenting with it and I'll report back. The Victoria Beckham Eye Brick in Tweed. This is superb. The formula is superb. I really actually would like to see some more colors in this range because I would definitely be interested. The Victoria Beckham Lid Lustre in Mink is also divine. You know, there are many eyeshadows like this with the little stopper, sparkly top coat style eyeshadows, but to me, this feels different. It feels more emollient and has slightly different texture to many that I've tried before, so definitely worth trying. The shade Mink is beautiful. It looks pretty here, but really the magic happens when you step into sunlight. I'm going to insert a little video that I took earlier. It's just enchanting. Enchanting is the word. Mink is actually quite a bit smokier than I was anticipating based on the swatches, so definitely one for those of you who enjoy a smoky, sparkly eye. The Kjaer Weis Cream Blush in Precious. I really love this color. I'm noticing now if I look really closely in a magnifying mirror, I know. But I can see a little bit of product sitting on the skin, and I think it's because there's a little bit of a white pigment in this color particularly. So just keep that in mind if you are any deeper than me. And then the Byredo products, my gosh, absolutely divine. I'm so happy that I got an opportunity to try some Byredo products today. The mascara is actually holding a curl, which is awesome, and it hasn't flaked. So if you like your defining, separating, lengthening mascaras that hold a curl, you might enjoy that one. And the lipstick, look, I mean, I'm just so puzzled. I'm puzzled by this lipstick. Never in all my years of doing makeup have I found a lipstick that so closely resembles my actual lip color. My lip but better, Earth Dust for me. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you would like to see in my next shop with me. Maybe we can do another challenge or a theme, maybe foundations, or I don't know, tell me what you think in the comment section down below. I hope you're having the best day, stay safe, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye.